The ongoing farmers' agitation against the centre's 3 farm laws has now entered day 26. Protesting farmers are in no mood to budge and remain firm on their demand of a complete rollback of the new laws. Farmers are set to further intensify their agitation. They have announced day-long relay hunger strike at all protest sites today. In fact, the farmer leaders stated that toll collection on highways in Haryana will be halted from December 25th to 27th, and protesters will also be celebrating Kisan Divas on Tuesday, and they've urged people not to cook food on that day. In fact, farmers have threatened to continue their agitation if at all the government tries to push ahead with corporate involvement in the farming sector.
The deadlock between farmers and centre continues. Despite the winter chilling, farmers continue to sit undeterred, in no mood to back off. They have announced day-long relay hunger strike on Monday.
कल से 24 घंटे का रिले हंगर स्ट्राइक, क्रमिक अनशन जिसको बोलते हैं, 8 घंटे का नहीं, 24 घंटे का रिले हंगर स्ट्राइक जितनी भी साइट्स हैं सब पे शुरू होगा।
हमारी कोई जिद नहीं है, किसान की कोई जिद नहीं है, किसान का राइट है।
2-3 साल के बाद इसका रिजल्ट आएगा, किसानी बिल्कुल खत्म हो जाएगी।
किसान एकता, हरियाणा पंजाब एकता, किसान मजदूर एकता, किसान मजदूर।
And lifting their spirits is the delicious food being served at the borders, complete with piping hot pizzas and soups.
सिंघू बॉर्डर पे पहले भी पिज्जा जब बांटा गया तो कुछ लोगों ने सोशल मीडिया पे ऑब्जेक्शन उठाया, ये कैसे किसान है, ये पिज्जा कर रहे हैं, पार्टी कर रहे हैं, आंदोलन कर रहे हैं।
क्यों किसान किसी से कम नहीं है, ठीक है जी। पहली बात तो अपना खाते हैं, अपना कमाते हैं, किसी से धोखा नहीं करते।
हमारी गवर्नमेंट ये कहती है भी किसान पिज्जा कैसे खा सकते हैं, यहाँ पे बनाने वाले भी किसान ही है। हमने खुद सीखा है ये किसको कैसे बनाते हैं, ये हमारी खुद की मशीनें हैं।
Not just food, the supporters were even seen distributing turbans for the agitating farmers.
2-3 लाख रुपए का कपड़ा लेके आए हैं
यहाँ पर पड़ा
के लिए। हाँ, और
कितने दिन से बांट रहे हैं?
अभी 5 रोज से बांध रहे हैं। डेली 250-300 में बांध देते हैं।
आज प्रशासन के अधिकारियों से जो वार्ता हुई है।
On Sunday morning, the protesting farmers paid their tributes to those who died during the stir. While the centre and farmers continue to be at the loggerheads, these farmers seem to have developed a system of their own to sit and survive on borders away from their homes. With Ashutosh Mishra at Singhu border, Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, the centre has reached out to protesting farmers once again. Joint Secretary of Agricultural Ministry has now written 40 farmers' unions, inviting them for talks further. This comes as Home Minister Amit Shah indicated that fresh round of talks between the protesting farmers and the government could be held soon. Now, while campaigning in Bengal yesterday, Amit Shah stated that Agricultural Minister Narendra Singh Tomar may meet with those protesters today or tomorrow. And since October, 5 rounds of talks have been held between the centre and the protesting farmers, but there has been no breakthrough as yet. Meanwhile, another farmer delegation met with the Agricultural Minister to express support for the centre's farm laws. And in a letter to Tomar, the delegation there from Western UP stated that the new laws will end harassment of farmers and, of course, wash away all the middlemen that the farmers will have to face.
मैं 2 दिन से आया हूं, मगर कुछ तय हुआ है वहां पर। नरेंद्र सिंह जी के साथ बातचीत का कोई समय तय हुआ है, कल या परसों का, मुझे एग्जैक्ट जानकारी नहीं।
Now, the central government has started a campaign to talk about the benefits of 3 farm laws. BJP President JP Nadda has asked all party members to distribute Agri Minister Narendra Singh Tomar's letter to the farmers to put out the government's message and sensitize them on the government's views. The party's bigwigs such as Yogi Adityanath also addressed the farmers in Ayodhya to allay the fears. Let's take a listen at this report.
As anti-farm laws protesters stay steadfast, the government is drumming up support from farmers which back the agriculture reforms. The BJP has launched an offensive to convince farming community on benefits of 3 farm laws. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath met farmers in Ayodhya to hard sell Modi government's ambitious bid to reform agriculture sector.
ये जितना भी काम हो रहा है इसका एक ही लक्ष्य है, जैसे भी हो अपने अन्नदाता किसानों के जीवन में खुशहाली लाना, उनकी समृद्धि का मार्ग प्रशस्त करना, और समृद्धि और खुशहाली का मार्ग निकलेगा तब जब किसान की खेती की लागत को कम किया जाएगा, उत्पादन बढ़ाया जाएगा.
Yogi called the farm laws as comprehensive and criticized those who he said are impediment to farmers' welfare and trying to manipulate the farming community through lies.
किसान सम्मान निधि घोषित किया तो लोग बोलते थे चुनावी शगुफा है. ये चुनावी शगुफा है, ये बागी बाद में वापस ले लिया जाएगा. और अकेले उत्तर प्रदेश में ही अब तक हमारे 2,30,00,000 किसानों को 22,000 करोड़ रुपए से की अधिक राशि किसानों के खाते में प्रधानमंत्री किसान सम्मान निधि के माध्यम से प्राप्त हुआ है.
In Meerut, members of the Hind Majdoor Kisan Samiti took out a tractor rally in support of the farm laws. In Delhi, BJP MP Ramesh Biduri took out another rally in Badarpur. Biduri informed the gathering about the significance of the three farm laws.
राज्यों के अंदर, मंडियों के अंदर किसान बाध्य होता था अपनी उपज को बेचने के लिए. मंडी वाले उसको पूरी एमएसपी का दाम देते नहीं थे. प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कहा है, देश में कानून बना दिया है कि कोई किसान अपनी फसल को कहीं भी बेच सकता है, किसी को भी बेच सकता है.
BJP organized similar rallies in many places in UP and Bihar in support of farm laws. The farmers in support of the farm laws met Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar at Krishi Bhavan on Sunday. But the big question is, can the government convince farmers sitting in protest for 26 days now? Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, days after the Bombay High Court temporarily paused the construction of contentious metro car shed project at Mumbai's Kanjur Marg, now Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray has made an inspection of the ongoing metro line projects on Sunday. Uddhav Thackeray suggested a dialogue to solve the deadlock over the car shed project. He further added that the BJP should leave their ego behind, work towards the development of the car shed. Earlier, the BJP hit back at Uddhav Thackeray, saying that the Sena government should put its ego aside and work at the array site. Former Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis claimed that the car shed will incur huge additional costs. Remember, the centre, which questions the land ownership claims by the state, had moved the Bombay High Court. In fact, the High Court had asked the state government to wait for its orders and then maintain status quo until the next hearing in February.
माझं तर विरोधी पक्षाला एक आवाहन आहे आज ह्या माध्यमातून करतोय की चला या आम्ही तुम्हाला ह्याचं श्रेय द्यायला तयार आहोत की तुम्ही कांजूरसाठी कांजूरचा प्रकल्प तुम्हालाही माहिती आहे. ह्याच्यामध्ये एक तर केंद्र सरकारने ही जागा ह्याच्यात आता त्याच्यामध्ये किचकटपणात मी जात नाही कारण त्याचे कागदपत्र दोन्हीकडे आहेत. आम्ही आमची जागा म्हणतोय त्यालाही आधार आहे. तुम्हाला काही आधार असेल तुम्ही घ्या, मध्ये कोणी बिल्डर असेल ते करा. पण माझं विरोधी पक्षाला म्हणणं आहे चला तुम्ही हा प्रश्न सोडवा कारण हा प्रश्न तसा बसलो तो सुटू शकतोय. तुम्हाला मी श्रेय देतो.
Now, ahead of Gram Panchayat polls in Karnataka, leader of the opposition, Siddaramaiah, has blamed his own party for his poll debacle. While campaigning, Siddaramaiah blamed the Congress leaders, JDS and the BJP for losing the Chamundeshwari Assembly constituency during 2018 Assembly polls. Further said that people showed affection but did not vote for him. Meanwhile, former Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy ruled out possibilities of JDS's merger with the BJP. HDK in a tweet has said that at the most his party may extend an issue-based support to the BJP. However, a political merger will not happen is what he says, further slamming the Congress for addressing JDS as the BJP's B team, saying that if his party would have been with the BJP, then the JDS would have formed the government by now. Karnataka will witness Gram Panchayat elections in the last week of December.
ನಾನು ಕಳೆದ ಚುನಾವಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಕೆಟ್ಟದಾಗಿ ಸೋಲ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು. ಹಳ್ಳಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಗೌರವ ಎಲ್ಲ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರು ಚುನಾವಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಆದರೆ ಮತ ಹಾಕಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಜೆಪಿಯವರು, JDSನವರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷದವರು ಕಾರಣ.
ಡಿಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಯಾರು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ವೀಕ್ ಮಾಡೋಂಥದ್ದು ಮೊದಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಗಳು ಬಂದಂಥ ವಿಚಾರ. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಎದುರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬೆಳಿಬೇಕು. ಯಾರನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟವ್ರೆ ಈ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ? ಯಾರನ್ನೂ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ರಾಜಕಾರಣನೇ ಹಂಗೆ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರನ್ನೇ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು, ನಮ್ಗೇನು ಗೊತ್ತು. ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪಾಪ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಈ ತರ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದು ಜನ ಓಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಬೇಜಾರು. ಆಯ್ತು ಬಿಡಿ, ಅದರ ಮುಗಿದೋಯ್ತು ಬಿಡಿ. ಈಗ
ನಾನು ಅವತ್ತು ಆ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರದೇಶ್ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಸಮಿತಿ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷನಾಗಿ ಕೂಡ ಇದ್ದೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ಕೂಡ ಅಂಥ ವರದಿಗಳಾಗಲಿ ವಿಚಾರಗಳಾಗಲಿ, ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ಕೂಡ ಚಾಮುಂಡೇಶ್ವರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯನವರಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷದವರು ವಿರೋಧ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ಯಾವುದೂ ಬಂದಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ನನ್ನ ಅನಿಸಿಕೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ಚುನಾವಣೆ ಸೋತಾಗ ನಾವು ಗಾದಿನೇ ಇದೆ, ವಿಕ್ಟ್ರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಮೆನಿ ಫಾದರ್ಸ್, ಡಿಫೀಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಆರ್ಫನ್ ಅಂತ. ಅಂದರೆ ಸೋತಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಇಂಥದ್ದು ವಿಚಾರಗಳು ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಗೆದ್ದಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಅವ್ರು ಸೋತಿದ್ದೇ ದುರದೃಷ್ಟಕರ.
ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯನವರೇ ಹೇಳಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದು ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ಸಿನ ಒಳಗೆ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರುವಂತ ತಿಕ್ಕಾಟ. ಇದು DK ವರ್ಸಸ್ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ. ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಆ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು, DKನ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡೇ ಹೇಳಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯನವರು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದವರೇ DK ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರು. ಸೊ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದರಿಂದ ನನಗೆಲ್ಲೋ ಇವರಿಬ್ಬರ ಜಗಳ ಬೀದಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ನಿಂತಿದೆ.
And now the battle for Bengal heats up. Home Minister Amit Shah was in Birbhum on day 2 of his Bengal visit. He held a massive roadshow in Bolpur, hit out at Mamata Banerjee on her turf. Amit Shah repeated the Sonar Bangla pledge, saying that Bengal needs Parivartan or change this time around.
Shah's massive show of strength on Mamta turf. On the second day of his Bengal visit, Shah was in Birbhum, holding a mega roadshow from Hanuman Mandir to Bolpur Circle, surrounded by a huge sloganeering crowd.
आज कहना चाहता हूं कि आज के जैसा रोड शो मैंने मेरे जीवन में नहीं देखा। और ये जो रोड शो दिखाई पड़ता है वो बंगाल की जनता का जो ममता दीदी के प्रति गुस्सा है उसको दिखाता है।
Home Minister Amit Shah has embarked on his roadshow here in Birbhum district in West Bengal. But which way are the winds blowing? We'll only find out in 2021.
Shah made a renewed Parivartan pitch, appealing to people to give BJP a chance to change Bengal.
बंगाल की जनता परिवर्तन करना चाहती है। ये परिवर्तन कोई एक व्यक्ति मुख्यमंत्री बदलने का परिवर्तन नहीं है। ये परिवर्तन जो होने जा रहा है बंगाल में, ये बंगाल के विकास के लिए परिवर्तन है, बंगाल को आगे बढ़ाना।
Hitting out at Mamta, Shah said it was time to end TMC's extortion and bullying.
परिवर्तन है वो परिवर्तन बांग्लादेश से जो घुसपैठ होती है वो घुसपैठ को रोकने के लिए ये परिवर्तन है वो परिवर्तन राजनीतिक हिंसा को समाप्त करने के लिए परिवर्तन है और ये परिवर्तन है दादागिरी समाप्त करने का।
Earlier, Shah also visited family of Bengal's traditional folk singer community and had lunch at their house. He was treated with a performance by the folk singers.
ये देखिए, ये जनसैलाब इस बात का संदेश है कि ममता जी जा रही है और भारतीय जनता पार्टी आ रही है। ये जितने भी लोग हैं, इनका उत्साह, जोश जो देख रहे हैं आप, ये माफिया राज के खिलाफ है, ये ममता जी की सामंतशाही के खिलाफ है, ये ममता जी के सत्ता के अहंकार के खिलाफ है।
Shah's visit was high on symbolism. He began the day by visiting Vishwa Bharati University in Shantiniketan, where he paid floral tributes to Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore, who founded the university with just 5 students nearly 100 years ago.
This is the power of people on the streets of Birbhum. Not just support to a party, but also ensuring that the massive crowd is signifying a lot many more things than what meets the eye. With camera person Tapas Berry, this is Manogya Loiwal in Birbhum for India Today.
And North India continues to witness cold wave as temperatures dip further in Delhi, UP and Himachal Pradesh. In fact, the national capital recorded early this morning temperature at 9 degrees Celsius, whereas Delhiites witnessed the coldest morning of this season on Sunday as the mercury dipped to 3.4 degrees Celsius, which is 5 notches below normal. In fact, the minimum temperature in the national capital is expected to hover around 5 degrees Celsius over the next 5 to 6 days. The lowest temperature in UP dipped to 2 degrees Celsius in Muzaffarnagar. Dense fog engulfed parts of the state. In fact, the weather is expected to remain dry with shallow to moderate fog over the next 2 days as well. Meanwhile, Himachal Pradesh continues to witness extremely cold weather conditions as fresh spell of snowfall lashed the tribal areas. The minimum temperature in Kelong, Lahaul and Spiti has dipped below minus 12 degrees. The IMD predicts a fresh western disturbance in parts of North India. The rapid transmission of the newly discovered strain of coronavirus in the United Kingdom has prompted Prime Minister Boris Johnson to put London under another round of lockdown, with restrictions being similar to that were imposed during the national lockdown back in November. With the Christmas period now fast approaching, the relaxations allowed earlier have now been cancelled. Here's more on that.
As Christmas approaches London, most parts of southern London are looking at muted Christmas celebrations. With the new strain of COVID virus rampaging through the country, UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson on Saturday announced a 4-tier restrictions for about 16.4 million people residing in these regions from today. The move comes after the detection of the new strain of the coronavirus, which according to initial reports is around 70% more infectious than its original version, but may not be that deadly.
Given the early evidence we have on this new variant of the virus, the potential risk it poses, it is with a very heavy heart, I must tell you, we cannot continue with Christmas as planned. In England, those living in Tier 4 areas should not mix with anyone outside their own household at Christmas, though support bubbles will remain in place for those at particular risk of loneliness or isolation.
Amid the fresh curbs, people will be required to stay at home except for essential reasons. All public Christmas gatherings, gyms, salons and entertainment centers will be shut too. The restrictions are similar to the last national lockdown in England in November. Earlier, UK government was planning to allow bubble celebrations for Christmas and mixing of up to 3 households on Christmas. People at many places also protested against this move of the government. Meanwhile, opposition in UK has also slammed the government for bringing in the new curbs at the 11th hour.
Millions of families across the country are going to be heartbroken by this news, having their Christmas plans ripped up. And I'm really frustrated because I raised this with the Prime Minister on Wednesday and he dismissed that and went on to tell people to have a merry little Christmas, only 3 days later to rip up their plans. And I think the British public's entitled to more decisive leadership than that. They're getting confusion where they need certainty.
Scientists and virologists continue to study the mutation of the virus and how fatal it is. Many studies believe that the new strain of the virus spreads more easily, but the evidence of causing severe illness or higher mortality by the virus still remains unclear.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.